like this.
Welcome to another edition of Cage Talk. I'm your host, Buck. Got Nick joining me in the studio. What's up?
Hello, how's it going, guys?
And also joining us in the studio, our very good friend Diego, the Nightmare Sanchez. What's up, bro?
What's up? What's going on, homie?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing just fine. Albuquerque's been treating me good, and I've been training very hard for my upcoming fight on UFC 69, and I'm excited as hell.
Yeah, man, we're everybody's really excited to see you. Actually, just walking in the building to do the interview, you know, you had some fans come up, and there's a girl that works here, and she's like, dude, I'm your hugest fan. You should see her cubicle, bro. She's got pictures of you everywhere, dog, for real. You go back there, and it's just like a shrine to Diego, dude.
Well, you know, when I heard that, I was like, all right, now I'm going to have to hook her up with a T-shirt or something nice. You know, those diehard fans, you know, they're good. They're good. When you find them, you got to treat them right.
Yeah. Go ahead, man.
Oh yeah, I'm just glad to be in the interview. I just want to hear a little bit about your training, what you're doing to prepare for it. Obviously, I saw a little clip on Cron.com, which is the one of the local newspapers down in Texas.
Houston Chronicle, yeah.
Right, and you were doing some training.
Yeah, well, you know, they made me go down and do a press tour down in Houston. I was there for four days, and so I was like, you know, I didn't want to get down on any training. You know, it's too close to the fight to even be really doing a press tour, but
yeah.
But hey, you know,
that's why we appreciate you coming in here now, bro.
Hey, man, it's part of the job, and you know, I've been getting a lot of interviews, and like I honestly know that there's like probably a good handful of interviews that I don't do. So a lot of these other fighters, I think, do more interviews than me. But you know, so we were down there, we were doing some sparring. I ended up getting sparred with Pete Spratt, Gillard, and a couple other dudes, and of course my buddy Francisco Panchito Bujado, an amazing boxer, Olympic boxer that has been staying at my house for the last month and a half, and we've just been doing our thing, you know, getting on our train, sparring and training hard. You know, I got back from Puerto Rico where I was training out there with Oscar and Rob Garcia, and now I've just been here with Greg Jackson. You know, he's my head trainer, so it's been good work.
How did you hook up with Oscar De La Hoya? Somebody from the UFC emailed me and said, listen, Buck, you got to see this before it gets up on the website, and had you guys out there, you know, doing sprints, kind of sparring a little bit. How'd you get hooked up with him?
You know, Rob Garcia is his head nutritionist, strength and conditioning coach, / boxing coach, and so he's out there every day, and Oscar's training for Mayweather. So you know, this fight I wasn't going to be able to have Rob with me. So you know, of course, you know Oscar's his main guy that he was with before me. Yeah. So of course he has all the rights, and of course you know I ain't paying him like he's paying him, obviously. Sure. Yeah. So yeah, he was out there, and Rob told me, you know, come on, man, I want you to come out and do some training out here in Puerto Rico. We'll find you some good, tough Puerto Rican boxers to spar, and I'll hook you up with Oscar. And I already knew Oscar. I had trained a little bit with him before he fought the Mayorga fight, but that was mainly just like still getting to know each other base, you know.
Yeah, and, kind of more acquaintance.
Yeah, and then this fight, you know, I was staying at his guest house, and it was just a really good experience.
Sounds cool.
How big is his house, bro?
You know, actually, you know, he's it's not that big, actually. You know, he's
very humble abode.
Yeah, he is. You know, he's I guess he got all his money into investments, and he's a smart businessman.
Yeah.
And he's looking at homes in L.A. He wants to get back. He's been out there for 4 years, and he told me he said he's tired of standing in his backyard and counting the coconuts. So,
cool.
He wants to come back.
Cool. So let's talk about Josh Koscheck for a minute, man. It seems like, he's kind of had Diego Sanchez on the mind for a while now since you guys' last fight, you know, and he's been talking a lot of trash. I mean, he's been talking. I've got a quote here from him, and I'm just going to read this to you. Somebody from an MMA site here in New Mexico, they were talking to him. This is the wrap-up on the interview. He says, that's all I got for you. Thanks for doing the interview because Diego didn't want to do it. I tried to contact him for 4 months for the interview. And Koscheck says, that's another thing. It just goes to tell you the type of person he is, that he wouldn't take time out of his effing day to do an interview with his home effing state. That's pretty pathetic, you know. So that tells you, and it tells the fans that he's a real, I can't say the next word, but blank sucker, and he has no respect for his fans, no respect for people like yourself and websites like yourself. That's the way I look at it. You could even put that in the effing interview.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell his problem is. We were friends on the show, and then I beat him up, and I guess he didn't take it too well. And he's a competitor. He's a competitor, and the difference between us, both of us, is he's a competitor. He likes to compete. He trains hard. He works hard, and he's trying to win. I'm a warrior. I'm a fighter from the day one. I came out I came out the womb. I came out the womb with my hands throwing these hands and growling like an animal. So I'm a warrior. I'm not here to compete. I'm here to kill.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between us. I got animal instinct. He doesn't. And that's why you've seen all of his fights. When he gets hit, he likes to retreat, even with me, with Jeff Jolson, with anybody that's there to stand in front of him and hit him. He gets so scared. He just either wants to try to go for the takedown or retreats. And this fight, I think, is going to be a little different because he, I don't know, I guess he's growing some huevos, and I don't know, he's talking all this smack how he wants to stand and bang with me, and wants to stand up with me and throw head kicks and try to work the Muay Thai on me and do this and do that. But when it comes down to it, he's a bitch.
Yeah, it just seems